Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of our Community Access. This week, we visited with Lakeville, the new management, and checked out the new facelift. Then we went to the Creative Embroidery in Oxford to check on how they're doing in Oxford. Then we went to Seymour Park to visit with the park manager, Ron Davis, to talk about the memory maples, and we have more information. Now we have Dr. Emily Chory from Lakeville Animal Clinic Doctor. Dr. Chory will give us pet care on every program. And finally, our Dog of the Week of the K9 Rescue League. All today in a busy program on our Community Access. Welcome back. Lakeville and Oxford has a new manager and has a brand new facelift. With the program is a reporter, Terry Stiles. Terry?
Hi, Bill. You probably know where I'm at. I'm at Lakeville Estates. And there's all kinds of new stuff going on here, so we thought we'd come talk to them, see what's going on. I know it's under new ownership, so we are now talking with Jessica Cooper, yes. And you're a leasing agent?
Sales consultant, leasing consultant.
Okay, yes. So I had no idea there were even that many people working here, so we're in the offices, the leasing office, and it's beautiful in here.
Thank you.
What's going on? New ownership?
New ownership, so we took over almost a year ago. So Kingsley Corporation owns the community, and we're Lakeville, so we all came in and restarted making the community look good. What we've been doing is filling the community. Roughly almost 900 sites. We put in about 80 last year, and I think we have maybe 60 more to fill. So that's our main goal, is completely filling the community back up, no empty sites, landscaping, and activities for our residents.
And then you have a clubhouse.
Yes.
And that's been upgraded?
It has, good. It is a two-level, two-story community clubhouse, full kitchen in the basement, completely remodeled, revamped, along with our recreational activities. We put in a new splash pad and a new playground.
Gosh. And then there's also an exercise area in there?
Yes, and it's attached to the outside of our community clubhouse. That way you can get a key card, and we actually let our residents use it 24 hours, so we don't have to be there to unlock doors. It's got cameras set up, a little bit of everything that you would need for a personal home gym.
So if somebody was interested in coming in here, do they have to purchase one of the homes? Or can they lease them?
Well, of course, all of our homes are for purchase. You can purchase any homes. We do offer financing available here in our office.
Oh, nice.
What we did start that is unlike any other community is we do a lease-to-own program. So maybe your credit isn't there yet to purchase a home. We offer a lease-to-own where you can kind of try it before you buy it. You can live in the home. As you're making the rental payments, as you may be aware, when you rent somewhere, you just pay to live in the home. You're like throwing money to live away. So every time that you do make a payment, within those 5 years, it gives you a chance to build your credit, as well as us helping you out with a down payment program when you choose to buy. So as you're paying, you come to us, say, yes, I love it, it's time to purchase, I want to try it out. We will help you every step of the way, as well as gifting you money towards your down payment to help you out.
Do they have to know that before they get in there, or is that something that halfway through the
we discuss all of your options when you come in. So if you do the lease to own at any point in time, you're more than welcome to purchase, and definitely we walk through all of your financial, personal options when you come in and see me.
How nice. That gives people, younger couples, a chance to get
younger,
started.
Older, anyone that's struggling. I know the market was bad the last couple of years. We're just pulling back, so maybe life turns around in the blink of an eye, and it can either be for the better or for the worse. So we're here for both options to help continue your way of life, continue the things that you like to do with your income, as well as help you towards home ownership.
That's fantastic. And then once you're in, so you have that use of the clubhouse.
Yes.
Is that something that you'd say they want to have a birthday party? Somebody wants to
rent it out for the
family
entire
reunion.
day.
So it is a rental option.
Yes.
And how far ahead do they have to know that?
Really, we touch and go. You just call us up and say, hey, and this is what happens with our residents. Clubhouse, I need it for the weekend of June. Of tomorrow, did somebody else reserve it? And if not, it's yours for the day.
Just keep in touch. And so the lease options that people have, or even the purchase options, are they as big and beautiful as this?
Yes,
or how
yes. So they can be smaller, depending on your needs. We have a 2-bedroom, as well as up to 4. So you can be, really the only thing, unless it's storage, not typical to get a 1-bedroom, but it would be the same price.
Speaking of storage,
yes.
Is there storage options around here?
Yes.
Or just
yep.
within,
So we do have storage sheds that are provided. So all of our homes come with storage sheds, central air, as well as the yard and the home.
Makes sense. And then, is there a limit as far as cars? Is the number of cars? I know, like
Depends.
if you have a four-bedroom home, you might have a teenager or two.
Yeah, yep. So that depends. You're more than welcome to, as a homeowner, add additional driveway parking spaces.
Oh, okay.
We do have on-street parking, off-street parking, and we have extra additional space. If you have multiple cars, we have them here at our office and at our clubhouse.
Isn't that something? There is just seems to be no limitations for what somebody might need, for the options available for the different things that people might need. Is there a median age group, or do you have, say, seniors in one portion of the...
Anyone that can apply and wants to live here can be here.
That's fabulous.
So it's
well, we're going to take a look around.
Good.
And thank you so much. So if people want to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
Come by the office and see me. Give me a phone call. Send me an email. Anyway.
Okay, telephone number?
It's 248.
You almost gave your own.
586. Yeah, I'm a 586.
I do that all the time.
248-429-5078. That'll take you directly to me.
Okay.
And then email. We have
the email.
Right here, yep.
We'll put the email on the bottom
Lakeville
of the screen. And then
you can walk in.
You're located at the very beginning. So it's really easy to find you.
Can't miss us from the
Road, just beyond the middle school.
Yes.
The light for the middle school. I want to say high school. The middle school. Easy to find. And we're going to go take a look around. Thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You too.
Bill, we cannot leave this beautiful park without introducing everybody, reintroducing, introducing again, everybody in the park and the community to Edith and Glenn Beelan. Welcome back. Let's tell a little bit about your story. You used to be the park managers, right?
Yes, we were here for about 2.5 years, and then we were gone about 9 months, and then we came back, and we've been back about 9 months now.
So you came back to different ownership, correct? Different bosses, so to speak?
Yes, different ownership.
Was that the reason that you came back?
Yeah, I was currently working for them, and then they knew I was here before, so they asked me if I'd be interested in coming back.
Well, welcome back. And Glenn, what's it like to be back here?
It's like home. You know, we put a lot into the place when we first took over from Matrix, and we redid a lot of the roads and some of the buildings, and got a lot of the older homes out and brought in lots of new homes. Kind of gave the property a facelift with signage and made sure the lights were working. That was a big thing, and you know, so to come back, it was very welcoming. A lot of people were glad to see us come back. So.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk to you, too. I wanted people to know that you are back, that you are a familiar face. It may be a different company. What is the name again of the owners?
It's Kingsley Management Corporation.
Okay, so people need to be familiar with that. Yeah. They're familiar with your face. So I just wanted people to see that you're here, you're back, and you're not going anywhere, right?
That's right. That's right. We're excited to be here. And it's like home to us, so we're glad to be back.
Well, thanks for talking with us. Get back to work. Back to you, Bill.
Looking good at Lakeville. Next up, we thought we'd take a little visit to a young lady who owns Creative Embroidery in Oxford. She makes a bunch of Oxford shirts and senior jackets and all bunch of stuff. With us store is reporter Danielle Smith. Danielle?
Bill. I am here at Creative Embroidery with the owner here, Ashley Steidel, And Ashley, tell me, how long has your business been here in Oxford?
We've actually been in business for over 25 years now. Very exciting. We celebrated our 25th anniversary last fall, but I've actually been here for about 10 years now.
And how did you first get involved here at Creative Embroidery?
I wasn't even looking for a job here. My one of my best friends, Nicole, she joined the swim team at the Oxford High School, and she wanted someone to fill in for her. And she was like, "This is a really great job, but just don't steal it from me." Well, here we are. I stole it from her. So I just ended up loving it so much that when Vicki, the old owner, retired, I ended up taking over.
So you took over the business then, let's see, how long ago?
I was 19, so
19 years old and running your own business.
Yeah.
My goodness. Now, being so young, how has the business evolved over these past 10 years with you at the helm?
The biggest thing has been a lot of technology. We upgraded to doing all the social networking, doing live Facebook feeds and all that kind of stuff. It's very important to be more socially connected to the community.
Right, and you mentioned that you are from Oxford.
Yeah.
So what's it like owning and operating your own business here in your hometown?
It's nice. I like it a lot. A lot of people, they've known me since I was little. It's nice getting to know people as an adult instead of them seeing me as a child. So it's nice like growing up with them.
Right, and always seeing the blue and gold.
Yes,
Can't escape that.
It's true.
Now walk me through the process of placing an order all the way to delivering the finished product to a customer.
Yeah, so basically there's two different options. People can bring in their own items, which is very popular to do, or we offer a lot of items in store and through online catalog ordering and stuff that we can order and personalize. We do everything from baby stuff, weddings, a lot of businesses. We recently started doing screen printing about 5 years ago. Yeah. So when they bring in the items, or if we order it, we usually like to turn it around in about a week. That way people aren't waiting too long for their stuff.
Now when people come to place an order, is it based off of templates or designs that you have already created in a house, or are they able to bring their own designs as well?
That's a good part. We're very creative, so we have a whole catalog of different stock embroidery designs, and sometimes we can work with some graphics, or if they have their own thing. I mean, we've done things from hand drawings before that we put on shirts, all kinds of stuff.
Now being such a customizable business, how do you go about that and advertise that, because it's pretty unique?
That's been the hardest part. It's hard to focus on like what specifically to advertise since we do everything. So it's hard because every once in a while we'll focus a lot on baby stuff, and then all of a sudden we'll focus on Oxford stuff, and then this time of year it's very popular screen printing time of year. A lot of landscapers, that kind of stuff, want their printed advertising shirts. So it's hard to know who to advertise to at certain times of the year, but we do it all.
So we've seen a lot of your inventory here. Let's go take a look at the back where everything's actually created.
Yeah. This is our back office.
Where everything happens.
Yes, where the magic happens.
So talk me through, what are these?
So these are embroidery machines. They all do the same thing, except for this one just has the hoop attachment on it for hats. It's just a different attachment to do those. But they all do the same thing. We have fun names for them though. This one's bossy, and this one's classy, and this one's sassy.
There you go.
So basically what we do is we start on the computer, and you either open up the design or you design out things, and then you send it over to the software that runs the embroidery machines, and then you set up which color you want to sew in a certain order, and that gives you your design, and then you put it on, you press start, and it goes.
So it all starts from the computer, and the computer kind of tells sassy, bossy, and
sassy, bossy, and classy.
And classy what to do from there. So that's the embroidery aspect. Now what about printing?
Printing. That I actually do at my house. It's the machine's probably about the size of a car. It's really big.
So you even take work home with you?
Yes, yeah. Unfortunately, but it's fun to do.
Now,
that's the good part.
I know we can't see the machine, but how does that work? What's that look like compared to the embroidery machines here?
So screen printing is a lot more messy, obviously. You got the wet ink and everything. You basically start with a screen, and you coat it with this stuff called emulsion, which blocks all the holes in the screen. And then you put your image on the screen, and you put a light on it, which basically burns the image into the screen. And then where your image was, there'll be a bunch of little holes, which the ink passes through the screen. And then you set it up on this big machine, and you need to print it, and then you heat it, and then it's done.
Now, how did this look when you first started at Creative Embroidery?
It was a lot different. We basically had basically the same layout, but we had 2 bigger machines. They were a lot older, older software. Basically, you had to type everything in. So now it's just a lot fancier. And it's nice that these are a lot smaller because our turn time has gone up a lot. We have 3 machines versus 2 machines, and they sew faster. These can sew up to 1,200 stitches in a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so even if it's one item versus a bulk order, the transition time is relatively the same?
Yes.
Would you say?
Yeah. We still like to try and get things out within a week, even if there's a lot of things to do.
Now, just from what you've told me about how much has changed since you first started here at Creative Embroidery, especially with being at the helm these past 10 years and doing a lot to expand the business, adding the screen printing, what does the next 10 years look like for you?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Hopefully just even expanding even more. I'm hoping to even get another machine in the future. Just the faster you turn things around, the more we make money and the more customers are happy.
That is true. I mean, Creative Embroidery has been here for, we said, 25 years. I assume 25 years from now, it'll still be here. And it's wonderful to still see small local businesses, you know, owned and operated by a local resident, still going strong. So if you're out here in Oxford or the surrounding communities, come on out to Creative Embroidery. And where are you located?
We're located at 10 East Burdick Street.
All right, thank you so much for talking to me, Ashley.
It was a pleasure.
And we'll send it back to you, Bill.
Good job, Danielle. Next up, Terry visit with Ron Davis, Director of Oxford Park and Recreation, to talk about the memory maples in Seymour Park. Terry?
Okay, Bill, I'm in Ron Davis's office at Parks and Rec, so everybody knows that we just moved here, and I've been trying to get my exercise in, and I'm walking around the park as much as I can, as much as the weather will let me, and I found some beautiful trees planted there with memorial signs, so I thought we should come and talk to Ron about these memorial trees. Ron, what a cool thing. I was really surprised to see those out there. There's about 5 or 6 of them, right?
Yeah, I think actually there's like 14 of them.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I must not have gone far
That's
enough.
okay. They're on both sides of the road.
Oh,
so
okay. I'm
they're
not
not
looking.
they all don't have markers yet, but they will here in the next 2 weeks.
Ah, okay. All right. And so this is something that, is this new? You're doing memorial plantings? Is that what this was all about?
We had a local resident donate 7 trees. He wanted to just put them in the park somewhere.
How cool.
So we partnered up with Bordines in Clarkston. They gave us the best price on, they're like a 3 or 4 inch caliper maple tree, blazing maples. They're like 6 or 8 feet tall.
Beautiful.
So I came up with this idea. I'm like, let's make a memorial out of it. So the more I thought about it, I decided to take it upon ourselves to buy 7 more and to start this memorial maple lane.
Garden. Oh.
So our goal is, it started from the Smith silo and it's working to the way the back of the park. Eventually, once we have that area covered, we'll start from the Smith silo back towards Seymour Lake Road. So it turned out better than I thought, and it's been received pretty well so far.
It's going to be beautiful down there.
Yeah.
And so how do people get in on that? How do they contribute? Do they purchase a tree and then, or do they, well, how does that work?
Well, they can download the application online, or they can come to our office and see the trees that we've planted. It's $300 a tree. What we do is we'll buy it from Bordines for you. We bring it back. We put it in the ground. You give us the text that you want for the stone. We pay to have the stone sandblasted for you, and then we've built some markers that will actually hold the stones, so you can drive down the road and see your stone. We'll maintain it for you. So really, it's real easy for the customer. They buy the tree, tell us what you want on the stone. We get the stone blasted. We plant it. We maintain it. It's just a great way to honor those who have come before us, beautify our park, and to leave something behind. So we're really excited about the program.
A living memorial, but it's also a historical archive of the people of our community, and that's how long can those last? 300 years, those trees.
Yeah. So like the Sherman family did one for Mr. Sherman and his wife, Hazel. There's some other people out there that if you're really not familiar with, once you read it, you'll put it together, their impact in our community.
They belong in this community,
We have some veterans out there.
Nice.
you know, there's going to be a wide variety of, maybe we're keeping the memory of a child or an adult or someone who was really an impactful person in our community. So again, it remembers those people, yet it beautifies our park. So we're really excited about it.
And so that was one thing you brought up, Mr. and Mrs. Sherman. It's all in one plaque. So if you have a mom and dad, I've lost both of my parents. That would be something for mom and dad. I don't have to have two separate trees.
Yeah, and what better place to honor them? I mean, the park is where everybody loves to go.
Right, where kids are happy and happy stuff's going on.
Yeah, we're going to have a nice sign out there. There's a nice wording that we're going to put to the sign. It just kind of gives you an opportunity to go out there. I know in my personal life with Seth gone now, and my mom and dad, there's no better place to reflect on those three people.
Oh my gosh.
Because they were all here. My parents were here when we built Kids Kingdom, and then Seth was here in a couple years. Growing up, grew up here, worked for us, so what better place to honor those three people?
Absolutely.
So, you know, I know there's a lot of people in the community.
Well, and a lot like my mother never missed a baseball game out here.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of people's grandparents, a lot of kids' grandparents belong out here too. So what a great thing, Ron.
Yeah, and it's our philosophy is everything. We're not trying to make money on this program.
No, I know.
Our goal is to put memories in our park and beautify it with some ownership, and what better way to do it than have your residents buy into it. So the cost, believe it or not, won't cover everything, but it'll get you your tree, it'll get you the stone, and we'll incur the labor and maintenance of that stuff. So it's just a great program.
So if you have any questions about this, go ahead and give Ron a call at Parks and Recs, or like you said, on their website, which is parksrecs.org, right?
OXPARK.org.
Bottom of the screen, and we'll put the telephone up there right now. It's 248-628-1720. We'll put that up there as well. And come down and have a look at them. Gosh, they're so pretty.
They are. They're beautiful.
Thanks, Ron.
You're welcome.
Just a great story. Thanks, Terry. Now, lots of folks have a pet or several pets at your home. This story might help you have a problem with your pet. Here's a Lakeville Animal Clinic, Dr. Emily Chory. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Bill. So I'm Dr. Emily Chory, and I'm an associate veterinarian at Lakeville Animal Clinic. And today we're going to talk about heartworm prevention and flea and tick prevention. So with the weather getting warmer and more dogs and cats being outside with you, there's a few easy steps you can take to try to keep them safe throughout the summer. So heartworm is what we'll talk about first. And this is a dog's heart from a 95-pound dog that's infected with heartworm. And the little spaghetti floating in here are the worms. And how that's transmitted to dogs is from mosquitoes. And the mosquitoes land on the dogs, bite them, and it's transmitted into their bloodstream. But thankfully, here we have two preventatives that if you give once a month, they will prevent this transmission. So with dogs in Michigan, we know there's a lot of mosquitoes, and mosquitoes can get in your home. So even if your dog isn't very active in going outside, it's still a good one to do every month. These preventatives also will prevent other parasites. The one that we worry about with people are roundworms. They also can do hookworms, whipworms, and tapeworms. So when you bring your pet in, we figure out the right one for them. The next one we'll talk about is fleas and ticks. So unfortunately, we're starting to see Lyme disease trickle into this part of the country, and we do have good flea and tick preventatives that can help keep you safe as well. So there's oral tablets or topicals that you put on their skin once a month or once every 3 months. And if the flea tick contacts that medication, they'll die and fall off within 12 hours, which also keeps you guys safe. So these are 2 easy steps you can do with your dog or cat this summer to help keep them and you safe and enjoying the weather.
Thanks, Dr. Chory. Watch our next program with Dr. Chory, Steps on Our Community Access. Speaking about PEPs, here's our Dog of the Week from the Canine Rescue League.
Hi there, I'm Karen, and today we are at Canine Stray Rescue, and I have Allie here. We are located in Oxford on Metamora Road. Just a few new things we've got coming up. We're going to be at the zoo, Meet Your Best Friend at the Zoo, May 17th and 18th. That's Friday and Saturday. So we'd love it for you to come out and meet us. There's going to be tons of other rescues there and a couple hundred dogs. We also do Petco the first and third Saturday of the month from 11 till 3. And some of you might remember we used to go to Pet Stuff Harvest Time the 2nd and 4th. As of last weekend, we will no longer be doing that, but we will be going there for special events like Mother's Day, those types of things. I also wanted to mention to everybody that is on our Facebook followers that we had a little dog named Little Bit that we had a lot of people donate towards her medical, and she did have her surgery. Thank you to all of our followers. It was covered, and she has been doing her therapy, and she was adopted. So we just wanted to let everybody know about that, and thank you so much for those of you that helped us. Also on Facebook, if you follow us, we wanted to let everybody know that we are going to try to start helping some of the heartworm positive dogs at some of our local shelters. Obviously, it's a great expense for them, but we thought that with our Facebook followers that maybe you guys would like to help out however you can. So we will be posting stories on those dogs also. So let me tell you a little bit about Allie here. She came to us from Oakland County Animal Control last week. She is around 1 year old, very sweet, very friendly. We have her listed as a Dachshund Pit Mix. She just, oh, I better not go on the floor. As you can see, she's very friendly, very lovable. Just check that little girl out. Yeah, she's up to date, as all of our dogs that we adopt out are all spayed and neutered. They are up to date on their rabies, their distemper shots. We do heartworm test them. So she is ready to go next week. Our open hours are every day. We are open except for Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We are also looking for volunteers. So if you would like to come in, fill out an application, or online you can actually fill out an application and for volunteers. We are always searching for people because we are a nonprofit. We have new volunteer meetings the first Saturday of the month, so check with us when those are available, and we would love to have you come. We need walkers. We're always looking for people, maybe some of the men out there. We've got some construction projects, some maintenance projects. We've got some plumbing issues, fencing issues, so if anybody out there is so inclined, we would love to have you do that. We, come here, pretty girl, would you like to say hello? There. We have around 55, 60 dogs at the kennel, so obviously that takes a lot of work. And you want to say hello? Would you like to say hello? There you go. Yeah, there you go. Say hi there. My name is Allie, and I would love for you to come and meet me during our open hours. Yes, She loves to give kisses. She is full grown, so she won't get any bigger. Our adoption, in case anyone is curious, if it's a puppy that is 6 months or older, they come with all their age-appropriate shots. They are all so spayed and neutered. And then we have older dogs, and we also have some senior dogs. So if anyone thinks, you know, they're not really ready for that puppy-ish type family lifestyle, we do have some seniors that are looking for a home, which, you know, it is harder to adopt the seniors, but we would love to have them. We also have some dogs that have special needs that we're always looking for homes for. Right now we've got a couple of heartworm positive dogs that came in. We also have some dogs that have some medical issues. One is in foster right now, had to have its leg amputated, so she's going through therapy and will be available in the next probably month or so. We also are always looking for sponsors to possibly, you know, maybe help with the cost of feeding a dog for a month, or we were looking for people to maybe possibly help us pay with the heartworm pills, that type of thing. So if, you know, you may not be able to come down physically and walk a dog, but, you know, if you're at home and you want to maybe donate or possibly think about sponsoring the heartworm pills or whatever, we also take donations of collars, leashes. Someone came by today with a bag of towels, blankets. So we really appreciate anything that the community can do for us. And would you like to say hello to everybody out there? Say, come and visit me and all my friends up at Canine Stray Rescue. And we also Last minute thing, always accepting bottles and cans for our bottle and can drive. What do you think?
Just another dog from the Canine Rescue League. Just remember, they are located on 2120 Metamora Road, just about a mile north of Myers. Well, that's all the time for this week. We hope you enjoyed our program. So, for our photographers, Russell Currier and Kyle Snage, and our reporters, Daniel Smith and Terry Stiles, and our special announcer, Dr. Emily Chory, I'm Bill Service, and you have a great, great week.